Hello everyone. In today's video, I am going to discuss about food preservation, the objectives of food preservation, the mechanism behind spoilage of food, and the various principles by which food preservation can be done. So first of all, we will see about the definition of food preservation. What is food preservation? Food preservation is the process by which food is treated and handled to stop or slow down food spoilage, loss of quality, edibility, or the nutritional value, and thus allow for longer food storage. That is, the shelf life of the food is increased without any change in the taste of the food, the nutritional value of the food, and also the edibility of the food. In this year, 2022, World Food Organization, it has declared that no one should be left behind. That is, no people should suffer from hunger. So the main objective of food preservation is that the food should be preserved and avoid food waste so that food is available to everyone in the world and nobody should suffer from hunger. Now coming to the objectives of food preservation. Why do we need to process and preserve food? What is the objective? First one is food sustainability and food security. What is meant by food sustainability and food security? Food sustainability is nothing but food should be available throughout the season. That is, there should not be a period in which food is not available to people. That is food sustainability. Sustaining the production and the availability of food. And food security is all the people, that is the whole in the globe, all the people, they should get food and no one should suffer without food. No one should suffer from hunger. This is the main objective. So, by means of preserving food, we are able to provide food security and also sustainable food for the whole globe. Next is to increase the shelf life of food. For example, if it is the tomato season, what happens? Like we can see in the markets, plenty of tomatoes heaped. And what can be done after the season? Like these tomatoes will not be available, and these tomatoes, we have to purchase these tomatoes at a very high price. So what can we do to make the tomato available throughout the season? We can make sauces, tomato sauces, tomato pickle, tomato jams, all these we can prepare at home, and we can make the fruit available throughout the shelf life of the particular fruit, tomato fruit, ripe tomato is improved. Like the fruit is available during the season in plenty, whereas during off season, it will not be available in plenty. So to avoid this, we can process it and store at home. And then to make seasonable foods available throughout the year. For example, take apple. This apple is available in plenty, and after the season, the cost of the apple rises. That is, like during the season, if it is sold for 10 rupees or 25 rupees, during off season, it is sold at 100 or 150 rupees. In such cases, this apple can be processed into juice, jams, and like sweet meats, all these things, so that the apple can be made available throughout the then to save time of preparation, energy, and fuel. For example, if you are staying in hostel or a student, he's in a hostel and he will not be able to prepare food at the hostel. So in such cases, he can opt for instant food mixes. These instant food mixes are nothing but processed and preserved food. So this preserved and processed food helps in saving time, energy, and also fuel. Next reason is to stabilize the price of foods in the market. That is what I said. That is, during the season of particular fruit or vegetable, it will be varied. Tomatoes, like they can be sold at 2 rupees per kg, 5 rupees per kg. And during the off season, the price goes even to 100. So what can we do during the season? We can process and prepare value-added products. That is, like whatever products we can prepare from tomato, we can do that and store it and then we can use it during the off season so that the price of the product will not soar up during off season, and to provide variety in the menu and improve the health. Also to provide variety in the menu. For example, like instead of eating mango fruit, like if we make it into juice or if we make it into a jelly, jam, smoothies, the taste improves and they're really delicious. And also they improve the health. Like these fruits and vegetables, they are all rich in vitamins and minerals. And when we take them throughout the year, like we have a good supply of vitamins and nutrients. So this is the main objective of processing and preserving food. That is for food sustainability and food security, improving the shelf life, to make seasonable foods available throughout the year, to save the time of preparation, energy, and fuel, to stabilize the price of foods, to provide variety in the menu and improve the. Above all, the main objective of food preservation is to leave no one behind. Leave no one behind. That is, nobody should suffer from hunger. Next, the various factors that influence food spoilage. So, how is food spoiled? What is the reason for the spoilage of the food? First one, foods, they contain moisture and water activity. Like take for example, tomato fruit. If you are keeping it in your kitchen, like without refrigeration, what will happen? It can stay fresh for 2 or 3 days. After that, it will start shrinking, and then sometimes it will rot. This is due to the presence of moisture. The moisture inside the tomato will attract microorganisms, which is responsible for the spoilage of the tomato. Next is temperature. The temperature between 40 to 80 is called as a danger zone, in which most of the microorganisms, they survive, multiply, and they attack the food. So food should be either stored below the temperature of 40 or above the temperature of 80, so that the microorganisms, they are made inactive, they will not grow, and they will not multiply. Then oxygen requirement. Some of the microorganisms, they require oxygen for their growth. When the oxygen supply is deprived, when the oxygen supply is cut off, these microorganisms, they will die, and the spoilage of the food can be prevented. Similarly, pH and acidity. So when you look into the acidity or pH, like foods with low pH, they can be stored for a long time, whereas the foods with high pH, they will spoil if then enzymatic activity. These are the enzymes are also like they are nothing but proteins and amino acids. They are like catalysts, and they fasten a chemical reaction. These enzymes, there will be a change in the enzymes in the fruit. These enzymes, they will act inside the fruit. They will cause some chemical reaction in the fruit and cause the fruit to rot. So, like during preservation, these enzymes will be inactivated. Next is mechanical injury. Mechanical injury is nothing but when we harvest the fruits and we carry it to other places, or when the fruit or the vegetable, if it falls from the tree, it gets damaged, and while traveling, these vegetables or fruits that are in the track, they will hit with each other, resulting in injury. So once the fruit or vegetable is injured, what happens? Leakage will occur, and food spoilage will occur. So these are the factors that influence food spoilage. And the principle behind food preservation. These are the various principles by which the food spoilage can be stopped. First one is by the prevention or the delay of the microbial decomposition of the food by means of some treatment, by means of some methods like pasteurization, canning, blanching. The microbial population in the food can be their growth can be retarded, or these microorganisms can be killed. So this is one of the methods by which food can be preserved. Even freezing methods, it is freezing below 10 degree or below 0 degree, they will kill the microorganisms. Next one is prevention or delay the self-decomposition of the food. This is nothing but the enzymatic activity. By means of some chemical reaction or by adding some chemical agent, the decomposition of the food by the enzyme should be stopped so that the spoilage will not occur in the food. So blanching is one of the methods by which the self-decomposition of the food can be stopped. Next is prevention of the damage caused by insect, animal, and mechanical injury. Whenever the harvested food is stored in like granary or warehouse, they should be kept clean so that it is not infected by insect and animal like rodents like rat, squirrels. They may eat fruits and they may cause spoilage. And mechanical injury is nothing but falling of the fruit from the tree and hitting of the fruit during the travel. So by avoiding all these exposure, that is exposure to insects, exposure to animals, and by avoiding mechanical injury, foods can be preserved for a long time. Thanks for watching.